the bank index was a relative outperformer yesterday, though it ended at the day's lows. So let's get Sudarshan Sukhani in yet again. Sudarshan, sorry for this disconnecting this conversation. Infosys is such a big bellwether and such an emotional connect for stock market investors. But your thoughts on the Nifty itself today? Would it be another day of weakness? Is it a sell? Is it a short?
No, it's an avoid, because the Nifty is likely to remain choppy. We are seeing a flat open, almost flat. Some sectors are going up and some likely to be down, some subdued. And this is going to be a rotation. Even ID could be changing during the day. Banks could change their form. So this is the Nifty today is an avoid. You know, we are at the top of the market's rally. And at this point, the markets have turned choppy. That is a message that perhaps this choppiness will continue for some time.
Okay. Sudarshan, hi. I had a question for you on Infosys earlier, but then we had to cut it short. You said that you won't buy and trade today, of course, because so much of news flow. But in the medium term, what does the chart of Infosys tell you? How much more of an upside do you see?
In the medium term, all IT stocks have gone through a deep correction and they are now coming out of it. So all the 5 major IT stocks are buying opportunities. Unfortunately, Infosys was my favorite till now, and now it's no longer so. I would much prefer to pay attention on HCL Tech, Wipro, even TCS and Tech Mahindra, because news-driven stocks are trouble. Sooner or later they fall into, create a lot of problems.
Okay, actually today in your list of stocks, the only IT I see is Polaris. So take us through the levels for Polaris.
Yeah, Polaris has been making new highs for this up move, and that's unusual because the IT stocks have actually been correcting. So Polaris is outperforming, and because IT is now reviving, we thought Polaris outperformance could continue, which is why it's a good buying opportunity, not only for swing traders, day traders, but also for position traders.
You have a sell on IOC, Sudarshan.
Well, it's the stocks, oil marketing companies are suggesting that a correction is starting. They've already become choppy, a position where the Nifty is going. After 15 days of choppiness, mild breakdowns are occurring. This is not a change of trend, but the decline could be quite steep and it's worth taking into consideration. Actually,
considering that we have a lot of defensive moves these days, let's stick to those stocks that you've picked up. Sun Pharma is also a buy today.
Yes, Sun Pharma is a buy. Pharma correction is over. Like IT, it's now coming out of it, and probably again a swing trade, a position trade in all time frames.
All right, I think which management circles in their business is going to sit up and take note and also observe his future progress with much interest and curiosity. Okay, let's wind up Sudarshan's list. You also have Hero MotoCorp and AB Novo. Take us through your levels. Both are buys.
Both are buying opportunities. Both of them have seen strong rallies, mild sideways moves, just one-day corrections. I think momentum could easily resume on the upside. A choppy market has stocks that go up. It's not as if everything becomes choppy. Both are ideally suited for the short-term trader. I don't think we should be looking at investing or position buying in them.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you as well on Bank Nifty. Yesterday, relative underperformer, but ended at the lowest point of the day. Any levels you would watch? Any action you would trigger?
Yeah, the Bank Nifty's highs that it made at 15,700 are likely to hold as resistance. The Bank Nifty is on the verge of a breakdown. Now that breakdown may occur today or may not. But the trade in the Bank Nifty is an avoid. For aggressive traders, if there is a rally, you actually start buying puts. The Bank Nifty's charts are not very conducive.
All right, Sudarshan. Just had one or two more questions for you. You had a buy or rather a sell. I think that's the sell call that you had on Siemens. I don't know if you took us through that.
Okay, yes.
No, Siemens is now giving the sense that the rally is over. A double top is being made. You know, a lot of these stocks are telling us this message.
Okay, actually, just one more stock I wanted to ask you, Sudarshan. TCS as well. That one is in pre-market rates up by 2%. Is there anything in the IT space you would play at all, since that seemed to be the sector of favor yesterday and maybe last couple of days?
Yeah, that would be HCL Tech. Okay. And among all the stocks, HCL Tech is probably, and Tech Mahindra, not the 3 large cap, not these 3. Both of them have much better charts.
All right.
On every decline.
All right, Ambarish. Thank you very much for joining us and taking us through the opening trades as well. Sudarshan Sukhani too joins in yet again. Sudarshan, markets have opened with a 0.3% downtick. They opened in the green 0.3, but lost that green shade very quickly. Now down 1/3%. Nifty is in fact down almost 0.5%. No trade still?
No, there's a trade in the bank Nifty, and this is only for serious, aggressive traders.
Okay.
And that's to take a short position. You can either sell the bank Nifty or buy puts or sell calls. All three will yield a short position. Be very careful. Keep a stop. Your stop currently is 15,700. But if it goes in your favor, bring it down, which means that the bank Nifty is the first of the indices to suggest that at least a minor downturn is coming on the charts.
That's interesting, Sudarshan, because I haven't heard you advise a short position on any index for a long time now. So that just brings me to my next. That brings me to my next question. On the Nifty itself, at what point would you suggest a short position, or would that be too risky?
It's I'm also afraid of suggesting a short position in the bank Nifty, but that's what the charts are saying. So with all the caveats, this could go wrong. Keep a stop loss. Only professional traders. Actually, even at current levels, the Nifty is a sell. But again, you have to keep a stop. That stop is 7,700. Be mentally prepared that the market can suddenly turn and stop you out, and then you have to take a loss. But to answer your question, at current levels, as the Nifty is on the verge of breaking 7,600, there is an intraday sell at least.
Okay, maybe this is a safer stock where you can have a trading strategy in the red or in the green. Bharti Airtel, it's down 3.2 today.
No, I'm a little taken aback. I thought it was coming out of a correction. Now, as I just heard Ambrish say, there is certain news that affects it, and then it's best to step away. I can't give a short sell on it.
Is there any individual bank in which there is a strategy?
No, at this point, I'm not able to identify a strategy in individual banks because some of them require them to be sold. I'm a little afraid of doing that. The index itself is easier to manage.
Actually, now the markets are taking a turn for the worse. In fact, even Infosys has given up all of its gains. It's up less than 1%. And Bharti, as you pointed out, Lata, down 3%. But look at the banks, Axis, IndusInd, Kotak, PNB, all down 1 to 2 odd %. So the start has not been good. Sudarshan, anything, first I just wanted to follow up to my question on the Nifty itself. If it does, even if aggressive traders take a short position now, on the downside, if there is a tactical correction that's likely, what could be the levels that the Nifty could recede to?
Well, that's worrying because the Nifty could easily go to 74.50 and even the short-term trend will not be disturbed. Even the short-term trend will remain up. So I don't know whether it will go to 74.50 immediately. Eventually it will.
Okay.
But for short-term traders, take your profits once you get a decent amount.
Fair enough. Sudarshan, thanks a lot for joining us and taking us through the opening trades.